We'll get back to a different kind of beef, one of regular, proportions. Let's just call this the old American cheeseburger here at the Vanguard. You've got your bun, you've got your beef, you got a little cheese and pickle, maybe a zhuzh of the special sauce, In-N-Out style, animal style burger coming at you guys right now. The beef, okay? Double decker, triple decker, whatever you want to call it. It's Ana Kasparian losing it on our good friend of the show, Cosmopolitics, I believe. Shout out to Christina. I think she put in our chat at the beginning that Anna was talking about her. Great follow on Twitter. If you guys are looking for one, but anyway, got Anna's ass a little bit, and it was already chapped.
Yeah, this one's pretty crazy, guys. I was scrolling Twitter this morning when I saw this, Ana Kasparian going off on a long-time TYT viewer, and as soon as we scheduled the live stream, turns out that's Christina in our own chat. Christina runs the Cosmopolitics channel on Twitch, and apparently, had some advice, perhaps some choice words for the TYT crew that really, really got under Ana Kasparian's skin. I don't really understand why Ana Kasparian was so triggered by this, or even, frankly, why she felt the need to respond to it live on air. It's not like someone at an equal level of, having an audience and platform called her out. This is literally a fan.
Taking the legs out from underneath Christina after we just called her a friend of the show. Fake.
Anyway, I can't imagine, if you're Ana Kasparian letting comments like this get to you that much. You're not the only
too. She's petty as fuck.
Apparently,
she's tweeted out our videos too, and just being like, "Fuck these little kids." I'm like, "Thank you for the free press." Like, what the hell's the matter?
Yep. So let's take a look here. I don't want to spoil anything, so let's just watch the video. But yeah, she's responding to a longtime fan of TYT, longtime viewer, maybe not so much a fan these days. I don't, know exactly how Christina feels about the state of TYT's reporting, but this is pretty interesting. Anna not having it.
I also want to just address one thing before we go to break. And I've been debating whether or not I address this. Sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye. It's driving me crazy. But I'm going to do it because it was something I was confronted with yesterday that was so deeply insulting, not just to me, but to my team. The people who work hard every single day to put this show together. So someone who's been a longtime viewer of the show, someone who I've communicated to directly, put something out online about how, it's real nice that Anna and Cenk are passionate in defending Palestinian lives and everything. But I mean, does it really matter when they have a Zionist working for them? Okay. Basically,
she's going to pretend that. Oh God, can we pause it? I haven't seen this yet, but I'm just going to lay it out here. I'm just going to lay out a good faith guest, Christina. When you say Zionist, I know what you mean, and shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. A lot of people don't know what Zionism means. Okay, she's clearly one of them. So I just want you to know that when you use that hurtful language, okay, it's actually counteractive for the cause that we are all trying to pursue. Do you think that, you think that Ben doesn't also share the same goals as everyone else here at TYT, even though he constantly advocates for the murder and starvation of children? Okay, well, guess what? That's just because he's Jewish, so shame on you.
We do, as individuals on the main show, does not matter because we happen to have one contributor that they disagree with on the network. One. So rather than judging individuals on an individual basis, rather than hearing what individuals have to say about this very serious topic and judge those individuals individually.
I'm pretty sure she was judging him individually, right? Like, why the fuck is this guy part of your show? He sucks. I listened to what he had to say, and it has no home on your network. I think that's kind of what her point was. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't actually read the, question or comment sent in or whatever it was, but it seems a little weird.
Here's the thing, guys. I actually do agree in an abstract sense that you could have somebody fucking vile and terrible on your network and disagree with them and have them on and engage with them. But I just think that you have to take you know how Jesse Ventura had that, point when he came on the show and he was like, you can build the wall all you want. I'll build you your fucking wall. But you have to take down the Statue of Liberty, right? Because you can't advertise that you're tired, that you want, the vulnerable, the weak, weary, whatever the fuck it says on the Statue of Liberty. I don't fucking know. You can't have that whole idea that this is the land of immigration. This is the land where we will take everyone. And then also be the land that's like, we're building a wall, right? And he added, it's obvious you're making a wall across Mexico because you're not making one across Canada, right? And we got a border there too. I think Anna's point here would be fair if she was like, we're the New York Times. We are an objective, non-partisan outlet. And we have, commentators and people that work for us that represent a litany of ideas from a conservative perspective to a progressive perspective, right? At that point, there's nothing to argue with Anna. I believe in umbrella of discourse. I believe that, Sagar and Crystal have every right to bat it out. But Sagar's not up here calling himself a progressive leftist, right? He's not out here false advertising. And I think that's where the beef that people like me and Gavin have with Young Turks. You're like, why do you guys always bust on Young Turks? Like, what? Like, just get over it. And I'm like, I would get over it as soon as they take the progressive, we're the biggest progressive network on YouTube down. Well, no, you're not. That's not a progressive thing to have somebody who's out here advocating for, an ethnic cleansing, saying there's no red line, not caring about the starvation and the murder of innocent children. That is not within the grounds of a progressive value set. In the same way, when we called out the Rage Against the War rally, because they had people who were actually pro-war, explicitly documented pro-war speaking at that rally. I said, no, I'm not going to let Jeff Bezos speak at a pro-worker rally, right? That would be ridiculous, right? Anna is caught up in the fact that, you people on the left just don't believe in disagreement anymore. And it's like, no, dude, they don't believe about lying with what your political messaging is. Okay, so when you start simping for billionaire real estate developers, and we say that's not progressive, that's why we're criticizing you. Okay, it's not because we just can't stand a world where people disagree. No, I can't stand that you would label yourself such an obnoxiously phony adjective, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I failed my challenge of trying to let her talk for a while.
No. I hear what you're saying. And we're about to finish the rest of this, guys, so don't go anywhere. But I did just actually see this on Twitter, which is freaking insane. So if anyone's not aware, this is who she's referencing, or
Jake debated him on.
Yep. He doesn't go on TYT a ton, but he's at least there on a monthly basis. He'd pop up on a panel. He's a comedian, and he's also a massive Zionist. We reacted to one of the several debates he's had with Jank, where he basically sounds indistinguishable from just like some IDF spokesman you might hear on Piers Morgan or something, much like the Piers Morgan segment we'll be reacting to in a little bit later, or in a minute later. He's, just classic Zionist IDF talking points. It's crazy, honestly. And it's weird too, because on other issues, he seems to be relatively progressive, but not when it comes to Palestine. But this is what's really crazy. This is apparently just kind of breaking on Twitter from what I have seen. But apparently this guy, Ben Gleib, was actually in the crowd of pro-Israel counter-protesters at UCLA. And here's pictures to back it up. That's definitely him, and other people that were there have confirmed it. So pretty crazy stuff. I mean, obviously I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what he was doing. I'm not going to accuse the guy of tearing down tents or literally terrorizing peace protesters, but it seems like that's the crowd he was with. Yeah, that's the side of the, crowd he was on. So
one of the dudes that was an antagonist out there was an Israeli boxer that was like basically just trying to fucking fight everybody. We reacted to videos of that guy a few days ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, he reminded me of the kid from Spy Kids who also got, brutally murdered in the first Halloween movie that Rob Zombie directed. Anyway.
Your favorite scene of all time.
Bro, that scene is goated. I don't care anybody. You're watching 12-year-old Mike Myers beat a kid to death with a stick. Oh, bro, that's brutal.
Yeah, the whole movie just should have been him as a kid, but
just a whack-a-mole, but a live action interpretation.
Yep. Anyway, this is crazy shit, guys. I didn't even realize it was this bad. I didn't realize this guy was like, participating in the counter protesting of almost entirely
police LA.
Yep. There's the original video.
Imagine getting filmed like you're a cop.
Yeah, I think this is something, I think this is more than just like having someone on your network who happens to disagree. Like, we have people on our network that disagree with us. We were just chatting with Josiah, pondering politics, ton of disagreements with that guy. But he's not a fucking Nazi.
Not support dead babies and the fucking mass starvation of children.
Exactly. Anyway, let's take a look at the rest of this now that we know a bit more about Ben Gleib or Glib. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but yeah.
Julie, this person has decided to totally trash my team and the work that we do because, again, they don't like one person. And so this is the kind of toxic purity testing that I see going on that I want no part of.
Called it.
And if you're going to come to us after the torture we put ourselves through every single day to watch all of that, like, heartbreaking footage, you guys.
Oh, poor baby.
And look.
The torture that you put yourself through.
She's so soft.
Don't get me wrong.
Look at the background of her house.
Yeah.
She's recording from home right now. Turn around and look behind her. Oh yeah, it's fucking real rough out there, guys. Wow, I've been really emotionally abused. Okay, I've only been to the spa 4 times this week. Okay, and my boss and I got into it. So, saw a couple of brown people on the way to work too. Fucking ruins my day.
Yeah, but by the way, the person she's scolding is also a streamer, someone who's also online a lot, and I'm sure is very familiar with the footage coming out on a daily basis from what's happening in Gaza and Rafah.
Everyone on Earth with internet connection is.
Yep. It's pretty funny for her to be like, you have no idea the torture we put ourselves through watching videos as a news channel. Yeah, that's so true. Anyway, pretty crazy stuff. I don't know about you, but I feel intense privilege when I watch, those videos, those horrific videos coming out of Palestine stuff. Not that I want to watch,
because you're not there.
Right. I'm like, Jesus Christ, look around. No bombs going off.
React.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh my fucking God. It's like, a regular person watches that and they feel what is called empathy for others instead of sympathy for themselves. It's actually quite remarkable that Ana used her having to bear witness to one of the great human rights abuses that her co-host that she is defending is actually a staunch supporter of, not like a fence sitter. This man is hardcore to the right of Joe fucking Biden. This man was happy to stand alongside IDF soldiers, fucking terrorists, fucking crazy, rabid, genocide freaks, okay, and rage against a peaceful collective of university students. Like, no, fuck you. This TYT is disgusting. They've been an asswipe network for a long time, but I'm like, now I'm getting so mad. The more I think about that footage in my head, and I think about like my head, the fucking, I don't even know if this was fucking UCLA or not, but there was the video of the woman that was like singing like fucking gospel music and getting hauled off, like fucking hella analogous to slavery, right? And you're like, you're gonna stand on like those are the people that you're going to stand against and try and vilify and say are like fucking terrorists. And it's beyond reproach. It's unforgivable, just like half the shit that this network does. And fortunately, I think that they're reaping what they sow because they're falling so far out of relevance so fast. And that's why she's mauling. I think Ana knows the gravy train's coming to an end at TYT. And I wouldn't be surprised if this network is belly up in 4 to 5 years.
You don't know what it's like to sit alone in front of your computer, literally all day long, watching these horrific videos, consuming this horrific content in order to research and produce the kinds of stories that we do for you guys, right? And then hear that hard work doesn't matter because there's one person on the network that, individuals disagree with.
There's actually more than one person. I would disagree with pretty much all of you guys, but on this issue, I guess you're right.
If you're going to insult my team over that purity nonsense, don't watch the show. I don't want you in the audience.
They're going to have nobody left.
If you are not capable.
This is the Joe Biden vote for the other guy moment, but they're just, there's hundreds of other networks that you could watch on YouTube. This is embarrassing for her. She's so fucking petty and thin-skinned. I mean, gosh. I hate this shit from some commentators where it's like, you're not the only one that has like the right
to have opinions and espouse them aggressively online.
Right.
Like, you know, like it's just so funny because it doesn't seem like this person was really going out of their way to insult anyone. They're just giving their opinion. You know what I'm saying? They're just giving their opinion about TYT. And as someone who's watched for a long time, apparently, like a really long time, they have a right to voice their opinion on a infinitely smaller platform than yours. That'll basically amount to a drop in the bucket as far as the amount of people that see it. Probably 99.9% of TYT viewers never would have known about this post if it weren't for Ana bringing attention to it and, you know, pearl clutching about it. Like, me and my team work so hard. Oh, like, not even addressing the criticism at this point.
Yeah, 100%. It basically, again, just addicted to being the victim, addicted to being oppressed, like addicted to having everybody, you have to apologize to her. Meanwhile, she's like, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're a professional cunt for a living. Just like I'm a professional douchebag. People are always like, Zach, you're so fucking mean on them. I'm like, this is what I do. I come on here and I fucking roast people for a fun time with my homie. Okay. I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we were getting ice cream together, I probably wouldn't have said that shit to you, but you know, you do this for a living. I do this for a living, right? It is what it is. And sometimes I'll pop off on chat. I'll have to rip somebody's asshole a little bit just to let everybody know I'm not soft, right? This makes her look a little soft, though. This makes her look petty and thin skinned. I don't know. I look petty and thin skinned too sometimes. So I'm saying we spot our own.
People individually. And if you are going to take a massive crap on the hard work that we put in every single day because you disagree with one person, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Do not watch the show.
Thank you. They're going to just watch our show while we make fun of you.
I want smart people. I want adults. I want critical thinkers watching this show.
Why the fuck are you pandering to the listeners of the Actual Justice Warrior YouTube channel? Like, that's what half her Twitter feed is, like retweeting and boosting these like weird tough on crime Nazi accounts now. And she's like, I want mature adults watching the Young Turks. Clearly not. Clearly you want a bunch of fucking incel losers watching the Young Turks.
That's very offensive, Gavin. You know, men are really struggling right now. Okay, it's actually a very tough time to be a young man, and so a lot of those involuntary celibates, yeah, they're good people. Okay, and they are making up a wide majority of the memberships over at TYT right now. I am sure.
But more importantly, I want people who actually respect the hard work that my producers put into this show every day.
All right, fair enough. I do respect the producers. I don't think anyone was anyone even really coming at the fucking producers? Like, I mean, I guess
no, she just can't handle criticism. She has to deflect. She has to make it, you know, a cause. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just she knows that they've abandoned their base when they do all this stupid shit. Like, yeah, you hate trans people, you hate poor people, you hate people who want affordable housing. That's people who vote progressive. Okay, you want to fearmonger about minorities? Yeah, it's gonna fucking cost you, bro. You're gonna have to run to the right wing. Something that we predicted a long time ago and have, just been 100% correct on. Like always, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to get more great timeless takes from the Vanguard.